Hello everyone, welcome to another video here on Sam's Crafted Castle, and today I have a really quick video for you. I mostly just pre-made a lot of this card off camera, so that's why it's kind of short. I had a couple months ago a time when I just couldn't get myself to put together a full card or film a video or anything like that, so I did a lot of coloring during that time, and I always keep that little box around with stuff that's half done. I have a bunch of penguins in there from the Gina K Designs penguin pal kit that I never finished. There's all little die cut pieces and things like that. Stuff I've pre-colored, stuff I haven't pre-colored but have already cut out. All kinds of little stuff in there that I can pull from. I use them a lot when I do Kendra's card challenges and stuff like that, which we are going to do again this month. I have something I kind of want to do for the last half of the year, and we'll talk more about that when we get to the Kendra's card challenge video in a couple weeks. But I use them a lot for that kind of stuff, or when I don't necessarily have a focal image in mind for a card or something like that. I'll go in there and pull out whatever. And in this case, I had all these little critters, and I had this little camping set. Both these sets are from Gina K Designs, and they'll both be linked down in the description below. And I thought it would be really fun to get out Master Layout 6 and make a little scene card, because I haven't done that in a while, honestly. And I just thought it would be fun to do, and like I said, I had all the pieces, and I've had this card in mind for a while and just hadn't really executed it, probably since I got both of these sets I've had this in mind, because I thought it would be really fun to send my little critters on a little camping trip, and I thought they would complement each other very well. And I finally just got my act together and got it done. So one of my favorite things to do with scene cards, though, what I wanted to mention, is to use pattern paper for my background and the elements in the scene. So the paper pack that I was using is getting older and doesn't have as many colors and things in it as it used to. So I didn't have any green, because I do this with my grass quite often, where I'll use a pattern paper for a grass color. So I ended up only using it for the sky and for the sun that I did with the pattern, and I kind of don't like it. I kind of wish I would have just done the sky and then done the sun with a solid yellow, just because every other element in this card is a solid yellow, or is a solid color. So, it could have been better. Oh, my air conditioning just kicked on, so I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background. I will try to talk a little bit louder so that hopefully it covers it up. I also want to talk about what I'm doing with this Post-it tape here. A lot of times when I'm doing scene cards, or just trying to glue a panel onto my card base or whatever, I will sort of tape it flat to my table, and I'll line the edge of the Post-it tape up with where the crease is in the card, where the fold is in the card, so that for me it just helps me. I have a hard time lining things up and getting things glued on straight and all of that kind of stuff, and I know that's something that a lot of people have trouble with from time to time, or all the time, and for me it sort of gives me a more stark contrast line, I guess, to be able to line it up, and I've noticed that it makes a big difference in getting my panels on straight, stuck down straight. It doesn't help completely. I'm almost always still a little bit off, or a little bit off center, and this one is kind of weird too, because the grass goes all the way across the card but the sky doesn't, so it was a little trickier to line up, and then obviously the grass touches the bottom but the rest of it doesn't, so my design for this one was a little trickier, but it all works out. And then basically that's what you do. That's all I did. I had all these die cut pieces from Master Layout 6, and I just glued them down. And I just realized they're having a fire in the daytime, which is probably a little bit weird, but maybe it's lunchtime and they're cooking lunch. It still works. It's fine. People have fires during the day when they're camping all the time. It's cool. I just am kind of wondering if I should have went a different direction with that, but I think it's okay. So, and I like that sun die a lot, so, it worked out. And I'm just going to glue down all of my little pieces now. I think in a minute you're going to see that I forgot to color in part of... I really thought I was so concerned about this when I filmed it. I think I forget to color in his beak. And I was so concerned about this when I was filming. I was like, oh no, I forgot to color in his beak and his feet. And then I'm looking at the video and I'm like, you you would never even know if I didn't just tell you, because you really can't see it in the video. It's not zoomed in enough. But oh well. And this is like the fourth time I've recorded this voiceover, because it's just been one of those mornings. And I also came up with a good idea that I'm going to share with you, although I'm going to try to do a video on it eventually, like I don't know when, but I'm going to try. And I thought it would be really fun to do this, because it's kind of I ended up putting Hello Friend on it. You know, it would have been fun to do something like Happy Birthday or something for a kid. Like, this would be a great, like, kids card, I think. And, well, you could say Hello Friend to a kid. I would to my niece and nephew. So, you know, it works. But I thought it would be really fun to do this for a kid if you, like, cut out all these pieces, gave them sort of the blank card. Like, maybe you build the scene, like maybe I put the sky and the sun and the trees and everything down and the grass down, but then you take all of the characters and the tents and stuff and you make it basically like a little sticker book, and then they get to like build the scene. I thought that would be kind of cute and fun. Or maybe you make like maybe you build a scene on the front and then you make a separate panel and stick it in there with all the little pieces. So I feel like, because I was like watching myself stick all these down one of the other times I filmed this voiceover, and I thought it reminded me of a sticker book as a little kid. So that might be a project coming up, but I wanted to share the idea with you, and hopefully then if I say it out loud, I'll remember I want to do it too. So anyway, like I said, super quick, super short video today, but thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you again soon, and have a crafty day.